Excerpts and summarized portions of Chapter 13 of To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Context: Atticus is busy with the Tom Robinson case, and his sister, Alexandra, has come to help watch Scout and Jem. Aunt Alexandra has certain views on child-rearing that are different from Atticus's. She thinks that Scout needs a feminine influence in her life, even though Scout already has Calpurnia. Aunt Alexandra disapproves of Scout often being dirty from playing outside. She makes judgmental comments about other families in Maycomb. She tries to convince the children that the Finch family is finer and better than other families in Maycomb because they have owned land for generations. She then tries to impress the children with a book that their cousin Joshua wrote. Jem examined the small volume. "Is this the cousin Joshua who was locked up for so long?" Aunt Alexandra said, "How did you know that?" "Why, Atticus said he went round the bend at university. Said he tried to shoot the president. Said cousin Joshua tried to shoot him with an old flintlock pistol, only it just blew up in his hand. Atticus said it cost the family $500 to get him out of that one." Aunt Alexandra was standing stiff as a stork. "That's all," she said. "We'll see about this." Before bedtime, I was in Jem's room when Atticus knocked and entered. He sat on the side of Jem's bed, looking at us soberly. Then he grinned. He said. "I don't exactly know how to say this," he began. "Well, just say it," said Jem. "Have we done something?" Atticus suddenly grew serious. In his lawyer's voice, without a shade of inflection, he said, "Your aunt has asked me to try and impress upon you and Jean Louise that you are not from run-of-the-mill people, that you are the product of several generations' gentle breeding." "Gentle breeding," he continued, "and that you should try to live up to your name." Atticus persevered in spite of us. "She asked me to tell you you must try to behave like the little lady and gentleman that you are. She wants to talk to you about the family and what it's meant to Maycomb County through the years, so you'll have some idea of who you are, so you might be moved to behave accordingly," he concluded. Stunned, Jem and I looked at each other, then at Atticus, whose collar seemed to worry him. We did not speak to him. Presently I picked up a comb from Jem's dresser and ran its teeth along the edge. "Stop that noise," Atticus said. His curtness stung me. This was not my father. My father never thought these thoughts. My father never spoke so. Aunt Alexandra had put him up to this somehow. Through my tears, I saw Jem standing in a similar pool of isolation, his head cocked to one side. There was nowhere to go, but I turned to go and met Atticus's vest front. I buried my head in it and listened to his breathing. "Atticus, is all this behaving and stuff gonna make things different? I mean, are you—" I felt his hand on the back of my head. "Don't you worry about anything," he said. "It's not time to worry." When I heard that, I knew he had come back to us. The blood in my legs began to flow again, and I raised my head. "You really want us to do all that? I can't remember everything Finches are supposed to do." "I don't want you to remember it. Forget it." He went to the door and out of the room. The door opened again, and Atticus peered around. "Get more like cousin Joshua every day, don't I? Do you think I'll end up costing the family $500? I know now what he was trying to do, but Atticus was only a man. It takes a woman to do that kind of work.